Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot. Welcome back to Civilization 6. We're playing as the Vikings. We're playing as Norway, rather. And we're playing on an Island Plates map, as you guys can probably see from the mini-map here. We're playing on epic speed. And we just finished up a war with Australia, which ended up with us getting what I consider the deal of the century, since we didn't really do much damage to them. However, what we did do is we decided, I tried to experiment. I wanted to see what would happen if we just traded away pretty much every amenity we could to Australia with all of our gold, if I could get more than one of their cities, because they were actually willing to give just one of their cities. I believe it was Perth they were going to give for just, you know what, give us all your money, we'll let you have Perth. So I was like, okay, what will it take for us to get two cities? Turns out all my amenities, and now we have both Perth and Melbourne, which, let's just take a quick look at Australia's cities. What they're left with is Rockhampton, Newcastle, their capital in the fog of war here, Canterbury, and Toowoomba. Also, their science rating was around like 150 to 180. The Congo's certainly currently sitting at 191 science. Australia's dropped down to about 80. So we are still in last place. However, our science has rocketed up to 135, which puts us light years ahead of pretty much everybody else except for the Congo. And also Gandhi's starting to pick up speed as well, so that's something we'll have to keep a lookout for, rather. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get started. Before I do want to make sure that I'm spreading as much of the Confucianism, the religion that Australia founded, to my cities because of Jesuit education, and also I want to be able to drop down watts, which will give science. So, a couple good abilities there. Alright, and let's grab that. Okay. So when we actually get those, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, when we get museums, we can just faith buy them now. That'll be nice. So, yeah, we're going to have to spread this all over the place. And next turn, we'll find out where our coal bases are, which will be good. We've got 2 settlers on standby. Speaking of which, you're not a settler, you're a berserker. You just skip your turn for now, sir. Alright, next turn. And I think this time we are going to... Oh, hello. So you want more luxuries. And you're willing to give me open borders. Is your agenda just to be a luxury whore? You know what? Sure, John. Sure. Let's do it. So this is not gonna... Those extra amenities are only good for trading. This is gonna get us out of our deficit. So he wants one of the horses in exchange for ivory. I think I actually do need some ivory at this point, man. I will take that deal just because, yeah. Things are getting a little crazy in terms of my amenities after that deal. We're also pulling in 11 tourism. So, oh, also, I forgot to mention here, we got at least 2 wonders out of the deal. We've got the Great Lighthouse, we've got the Colossus, we also have a lot of trade route slots to fill. So this guy, let's give him a promotion, let's give him helmsman, just so he can move around faster. How long is it going to take to build a trader here? 5 turns? That might be worth it, except the amphitheater is really good. I want to get that up. Is there anything else I want to get up in this city? Like maybe another... I'm building quite a few frigates. I think we're good for now on that. I might be able to... You know what? We'll just build the amphitheater. I just want to start getting culture up. We're fine for now. It's only 8 turns. That's not too bad. I was considering faith buying it once we get our religion spread over there. Let's go ahead. Let's get the lighthouse up here, so we can get our shipyards up eventually. Thebes. Thebes, you have the... Oh, we have cheaper encampments because we don't have as many of them, or commercial hubs, or theater squares. But we have a lot of campuses, so they cost more. Interesting. So... I'm trying to think of what the best thing to do here would be. I mean, I could drop a theater square. If I dropped one of these harbors, I would get a +2 gold. So it's not really a great harbor. Kind of a mediocre harbor. The city's production's pretty terrible on its own here. It's down one amenity as well. If I built an entertainment complex, I'd actually want to put it here on the hill so it could reach all these cities. I think it would reach the city down here as well. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eventually, yeah, it would actually reach that city. That's something to consider, maybe. Because I believe the zoos and the stadiums will reach. That'll help with amenities, and we are going to be going for a very warmongery victory. Harbors will provide housing and gold, though, and also production if we spec into them properly. Builders are going to take forever, going to cost a lot. We do need theater squares, though. We do need to get that culture up. And we will be able to faith buy the buildings that go into them. And also Tundra is useless, so... Let's put a theater square down for now. Make that a higher priority in this city. And for this one, housing's not an issue so much. Let's start chipping away at the shipyard there. Let's review our policies. So we still have serfdom. We're going to be switching out some of our policies when we get guilds up. We'll want to get the naval infrastructure civic, which is going to double for certain areas like this city right here. Well, this is a bad example. Right now, the let's just go into the city screen. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right now, the shipyard's providing +1 production because there is a +1 gold adjacency bonus. Now, if we look at this one, it has no shipyard. Okay. So basically, if you have a shipyard, it's going to take your gold adjacency bonus and give you the exact same amount in production. This city right here is a good example. It's got 4, +4. So it's got a city next to it. It's got another district. It's got a little district triangle with the city center. Let's take a look at the list here. So the shipyard's providing +4 production as well. When we get that bonus, or that civic, that doubles the gold bonus here, it also doubles the production bonus. So, gonna get to work on that in a sec. It's gonna take some time. Let's reveal Cantabara first. There it is. It's a fairly decent capital right there. Let's send you off. Send you off. And for now, I think you guys are safe to just kind of go over here. So we're going to be sending a lot of our ships en masse away. There's going to be 2 green religions. That's not going to be confusing at all. Also, we're starting to hurt on amenities here because I gave away all those amenities. So we're going to have to work on that. Let's take a look at the report screen. Have a look. City status. So some of them are just short 1, some are... So, gonna have to get a lot of amenities back here, somehow. Probably gonna have to suck it up and build some entertainment complexes. Even though I'd really, really rather not. You skip 1 more turn, please, so we can see what's going on with coal. Send you back into friendly territory. Alright, next turn. Poland's denounced the evil deeds of Brazil. Okay, interesting. Industrial age now. We got a boost to steel. Okay. Does this mean we have a source of coal immediately?
Our city-state neighbor.
We found a source of coal. Somewhere. Ah, we have a mine directly on top of it already. Perfect. So that means any city with a harbor will be able to build coal units. So we got our boost to steel because we already have a coal mine going. Perfect. Any other obvious sources of coal around here that we can maybe take advantage of, settle near perhaps? Iron. Just going to take a look down on the lower section here. So Amsterdam actually has some coal. Let's clean some of this up. Our roads are better. Toronto wants us to send a trade route. Recruit a great engineer. We discovered a source of coal over here on the edge. Excellent. Well, I guess we just need a worker then. Need 2 more housing in Nidros to keep growing at the same rate. And this city also needs housing. Okay. Alright, what do we want to build next or research next? Steam power is already boosted because of the shipyards. What we really want is steel. What's it going to take to get there? A lot of techs, 8 of them. Okay. Well, we can get the ironclad right away. What'll this give us? Boost to embarked unit speed. Okay. Ballistics, we're not going to get that one. Kill a unit with a knight. That's unfortunate for military science. I don't think we're going to get that one. Own 2 bombards. You know what, guys? We'll go for metal casting for now. Yeah, it's not worth it to get the armory first. I mean, we can get the armory now, because we do have an encampment up in Melbourne. But in order to do that, that would be 13 turns to boost a 6-turn tech halfway, which would give us... It would save us 3 turns. Maybe worth it? Is it? Is there some way we can make that worth it? I don't think so. Just want to confirm again how many turns it was to build that bloody armory. It was 13. You know what? This is probably, I can almost guarantee this is suboptimal. But let's go ahead. Let's do our 3 turns in gunpowder. We'll switch it out. And we'll see. In the meantime, we're building a lighthouse over in Nidaros, our capital. And then we'll proceed to get a shipyard up after that. Alright, these guys. Let's poke around some of Gandhi's cities here and see what's what. So Jadviga's trying to push her religion pretty hard at the moment. Let's get this guy out. Let's send him down here. We'll take this guy out as well. So we'll probably just work on colonizing this patch of land here, I think. I think that's all we can do with these settlers at this point. Move these guys up. Send the frigates out a bit. So we can't actually circle around with Gandhi's stuff here. Let's just mouse over this city, see what it has. Have to be patient. It's not actually showing me. Maybe if we mouse on the nameplate? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Nothing. Let's maybe try going into the deal screen here. That'll show me what's what has what. So Jalpur has a holy site, a harbor, and encampment. Mandare, however you pronounce it, this one, the 12 Pop City, has a harbor, encampment, industrial zone, and a campus, so that's very valuable. This other 12 Pop City, Hyderabad, is just a harbor and encampment. Chanali has holy site, encampment, harbor, and campus. So that means that Jalpur, Mysore, and Hyderabad are crap cities. So this is on the crap city list, along with this one right here, and this one. So if we do go to war with Gandhi at some point in the future, we'll want to take this city and this city from him in coastal attacks, and preferably Delhi as well. These two right here and this one down to the south are optional. Very, very optional. Now, we also need to keep in mind that Gandhi apparently has a navy now, just like Japan does. Let's take a look at their military strength. 506. Alright, he's denouncing me. Thinks I'm a warmonger. Well, he's right, but just have to be a dick about it. Poland has tremendous strength. We're actually considerably stronger than Japan at the moment. That is interesting. We should look into that, because if we can take Kyoto, then that would be a huge coup for us. That would be big. We got a boost to banking. Interesting. Sure. I think we want to get humanism just because we can faith buy museums now. So that seems like a no-brainer. Cool. So we got that boost. We're one turn into gunpowder. We can change our policies now. So we're pulling out sack, and then we are going for. I can just find it here. So craftsman would also help boost our production, but only so much because we just have the one. I think we have two now. We got a second one from Australia in that trade. So we're gonna try naval infrastructure down here. I think we'll keep press gangs for the moment because that helps a lot with ships, and ships are gonna be the backbone of our armed forces. Conscription's going to keep us above water in terms of money. A serfdom's just going to be really good because we've got a lot of improving we need to do. So we'll keep that. And we'll confirm those policies. And in a couple of our cities, while we're going to see a tremendous growth in terms of money, we could actually probably scrap... we could scrap conscription, actually. And this, keep in mind, this is with us taking a loss of 65 gold per turn to John Curtin. So that is significant. So Rancadet, we're going to get its shipyard set up pretty soon. Down in this city right here, we should notice a substantial increase right there. 35 production now. And hopefully over here we'll see a moderate increase. Barely noticeable. That city has a very poor adjacency bonus for the harbor, though. Alright, Berserker, come on down there. Alright, you guys, I think we need to send you down somewhere that needs some love. Let's send you to Melbourne. Alright, so we already made those changes. Alright, next turn. I think I want to start buying up trade routes, because I think that's what we need to do. I think that we need to get these 14 slots filled. It's going to help fuel our empire's growth, fuel its expansion, and just make things better overall. Oh, hello. Well, that is a tremendous problem for Buenos Aires. That sucks to be them. You guys come on over here and just scout out India. So we do unfortunately have 30 turns on this right here, which kind of stinks. One thing we should do is we should... Hey Pedro, you just want like 5 gold? Can you give us truffles, man? I got a better idea. How about no? How about you go fuck yourself? You could try to pull that crap on me. Jadviga's starting to send her junk into my territory. Alright, Melbourne. Highest production route would be to Rancadet. Or to Perth, actually. Perth is the best. It's a single-handedly the best trade route. Although if we send them to Canterbury, then we'll start to get some gold out of it too. One less production, but more science. I think we'll just send it to Perth. Begin the route. So that's down to 10 turns. Oh, we lost out a little bit on this, on gunpowder here. So it's not quite as optimal as I'd like. Let's go ahead and switch to printing now. We may still save a couple of turns on that. Oh wait, I lied. I lied. We still had 1 turn to go, but that's fine. That is fine. We'll switch to printing now. 10 turns till the armory's done. 15 turns here to get the shipyard built. Or 20 turns almost. 19 for a factory. Factory's going to give us +3 production. The shipyard's going to give us +4. So that's the... seems to me to be the obvious choice. Unless, of course, we can get a builder in 5 turns. That's a much better option, eh? That seems pretty good. You guys, come on down. Let's get these dudes over here as well. We'll focus on India, I think, next. And like I said, try to take these 2 cities from them. Wipe out their navy in this area. We're going to focus on bombarding districts for these guys, because that's what's going to be the most. We're going to be using them for attacking cities the most. The AI isn't really known for their strong, they're not really known for their very strong navies, or their strong naval tactics. Put you on alert. You can just go on alert too. The city needs more housing to grow. Not quite, but close. It's got 1 unit left of housing. And I think this turn we'll buy a trader in Melbourne. Try to get production going up there. And Pedro's upset at us. Six turns till our campus is rebuilt. Move these guys over here. Move these guys up. You guys can come on over. Okay. So can you. So you have combat strength 45, hit strength 55. So you're going to take some damage when you attack the city if you do. So I was gonna get a trader purchase this turn. So let's do that. 65 gold. Okay, I don't suppose... I think they cost about 500 now for a builder. 495. I was very close. So, a couple more turns on that. If we can get some high gold trade routes, we might be able to just like spam them out. That'd be good. Also, if we went to war with Japan, we could potentially take Nagoya and yeah, they're just going to be chain warmongering me for now. Nagoya and Takamatsu. Take those 2 cities. then possibly force a surrender and have them cede Tokyo. Gandhi's denouncing me? Sure. If we were able to take these two, that might be easier. I'm going to ignore that request for now, because right now Gandhi's my target, although Japan is a very tempting target, especially since I don't think they have an army. So that's making me wonder, guys. We're going to send this guy to Ren Cadet, because that's the second highest trade route. That'll give +3 production per turn. So let's see how that's... So we're down to 7 turns for that armory. Printing will be done. Go ahead and start converting these guys. Let's check the war screen again here. Yeah, Japan has no military compared to our formidable military. I think we can actually beat them up a little. Let's see. How are they doing science-wise? They're not doing as good as Gandhi. So they're not doing badly, though. And what they lack in... that they are making up for in production in their cities. So they've got some solid cities, especially like these 3 right here, their capital, and then these 2 to the north. Actually, basically the entire island is a very good island. So maybe we want to pick them as our target instead. It looks like they have next to nothing in terms of military to stop us. Something to consider, guys. Something to consider indeed. Can at least get Nagoya. This frigate. Yeah, we'll want to get you over here before we start anything. How many turns is it going to be again? 5 turns? That's not too bad. Alright. Well, anyway, guys, I think this is a good place to drop a cut, more or less on time for a change. So, next time, I think we'll actually go to war with Japan first. Then maybe we'll swing around and take a lot of stuff from Gandhi. Take some of the better cities. These 2 right here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We may possibly wait until the era of battleships to engage in a proper war with Gandhi. But I'm thinking that's the best plan. Just because Japan's a little more vulnerable. They seem to not have any sort of army for whatever reason. Can probably get the general idea from this. I think that they got into a war with India and lost. Yeah. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Next time, it's time for another war, this time with Japan. We'll see if we can pull off anything ridiculous here, like some ridiculous deal where, say, we get, like, Tokyo and Takamatsu. That would be amazing if we could do that, but probably not going to happen. Anyway, guys, I say anyways a lot. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.